everyone, it's Danielle with Retro Hot Water and Heating and Cooling, and I wanted to talk about some of the hiccups or the little bumps in the road that can happen when you're filing for an oil to gas conversion. So if you're filing for a new oil to gas conversion, one of the things that takes the National Grid, the utility company, 2 to 3 months is they're doing paperwork and they're doing things on their back end to get you your gas line. And that means that they have to put in for a road opening permit, which means they have to open up your street and get that gas line from wherever it is. Maybe it's one house over, maybe it's 3 houses down the block, and they have to bring that gas line to the side of your house. So they have to get permission from the towns to go ahead and do that. So sometimes we do see a little hiccup there because if your road was recently paved, they may not allow National Grid to reopen up the street to run that gas line. So we have run into that, unfortunately, a couple of times, and it's kind of something hard that we don't get to find out ahead of time. It's something that's usually comes up when National Grid is kind of doing their part in the interim of us waiting. And they'll notify us of that. And sometimes they'll let us know maybe there's another way they can bring the gas line to the home. Maybe originally they were going to come in from one direction and now they can change it and come from a different way. Maybe that side street doesn't have any kind of restrictions on it. So that's just something to keep in mind. It can happen. All the towns and the villages have different rules on how long they will allow for that street to not be reopened again. So some of them won't allow it for another 2 years. Some say 3. Some I've even seen say once that street was paved, it can't be opened for 5 years. So it's important if you do want the gas to definitely see if your neighbors have it. Is it close by? Have you seen them recently paving your street? Because those are kind of all signs. If they're paving around your neighborhood and you've been contemplating it, the last thing you want to do is wait till the last minute. We actually just had a customer who that happened to. Unfortunately, they had got their paperwork in. They kind of saw that there was some paving going on in the neighborhood. And unfortunately, they didn't get it in on time. And so now they do have to wait. Thankfully, their town or village told them they only had to wait about 6 months before applying again, that they should be able to reopen the road in about 6 months, which is a very short period of time as opposed to a lot of the other towns and villages that we've seen. But that is a little hiccup that you can run into. So, just keep that in mind. Just something extra to keep your eyes peeled in your neighborhood, see what's going on. Ask if some of your other neighbors are doing it too. And we're always happy to, if you have other neighbors who are interested, doing some group pricing. If you have neighbors on the block who are also interested in converting to gas as well, give us a call.